Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to build an automated cloud flow that merges a specific Excel document from SharePoint with Excel documents that get sent to us via email. We'll start by selecting the option to create an automated cloud flow. We're going to trigger our flow with an Office 365 Outlook action called When a New Email Arrives v3. This trigger action gets a ton of information from email messages, including all the attachment details we'll need to make file-related actions in our flow. To configure this action, we need to specify which sender we're listening for emails from, which will be me in my example flow. Then we'll need to specify we want to include attachments from emails and disclude emails without attachments. In our next step, we'll set up a condition that checks if email attachments are Excel files. We don't want to try merging files of a different type because that obviously won't work. We'll use the condition control here, and we'll ask our condition to check the attachment name value contains the XLSX extension. This means attachments without the Excel extension won't make it past this step, and our flow will cease running at that point. Now, in the true branch of our condition, we'll add two SharePoint connector actions that retrieve metadata and file bytes for the existing Excel file we're merging the new Excel file with. We'll start with the getFileMetadata action, which retrieves the file name, file bytes, and some other useful details. And when that's all done, we'll add a getFileContent action which retrieves our Excel document using the file ID. As a quick aside, we'll need to make sure both these actions pull from the same SharePoint site address. At this point, we'll add in our Merge Excel action. To find it, we'll search for Cloudmersive connectors, and we'll look for the document conversion connector with the green logo. We'll click See More to view the actions list, and from here, we'll search for an action called Merge two Excel XLSX together. There's another action on this list that lets us merge more than 3 Excel documents, but we won't need to use that in this context. Once we select this action, we'll need to create our connection. We will need a premium Power Automate license to access Cloudmersive connectors, but we can use them for free with a free API key. That allows a limit of 800 API calls per month with 0 commitments. To get one, we just need to create a free account on the Cloudmersive website. To configure our request, we'll decide which workbook should show up first in our merged file, and we'll add that file's content and file name to the initial 2 parameters. We'll then add the second file content and file name to the final 2 parameters. In my example, I'm adding my existing workbook before the new one. To wrap up our flow, we'll add a Create File action, and we'll have this write output content from the Merge Excel step to a new Excel file in our system. If we want, we can dynamically use our file name using file name values from the getMetadata action and the trigger action. If we go this route, it helps to clean up the initial file name value by using the slice function to remove the XLSX extension. That way, we don't have a file with 2 extensions in our system. At this point, we're ready to save our flow and run a quick test. Since we built an automated flow triggered by our own email address, we'll need to send ourselves an email containing an Excel attachment to run our test. After our flow finishes running, we might see that our Apply to Each control ran more than once, which tends to happen if our emails contain thumbnail images and other content. It won't be an issue, however, since we filtered out files that don't have the Excel extension. In our target folder, we'll find our merged and dynamically named Excel documents. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions about leveraging Cloudmersive APIs in your Power Automate flows, please feel free to reach out to any member of our team.